Ivan and the Firebird. Once there lived a mighty Tsar named Vasily, who had a magnificent orchard, of which he was very proud. But every night a firebird came to his favorite apple tree and stole away golden apples. Feeling upset, he called his 3 sons to help. The Tsar said, "Whoever catches this firebird, I will give him half of my kingdom now, and the other half when I die." The eldest son guarded the apple tree the first night. But he fell asleep, and the firebird stole many apples. The next night, the second son watched the apple tree, but he too fell asleep, and the firebird flew away with more apples. Finally, Ivan, the youngest son, guarded the tree on the third night. Suddenly, the orchard lit up, and the firebird made its entry. Ivan grabbed it by its tail. The bird sneaked out, and Ivan was left just with a bright red tail feather. The firebird never returned, but the Tsar sent his sons to catch the bird. Ivan and the Grey Wolf. The 2 elder brothers went together for the search. They reached a stone on which was written, "Whoever goes straight would be hungry and cold. Whoever goes right would live, but his horse would die. And whoever goes left would die, but his horse would live." They did not know which way to go, and so took up an idle life. Finally, Ivan went in search and took the right road. A grey wolf appeared and ravaged his horse. Ivan started walking until he was exhausted. The grey wolf appeared again and offered to help Ivan. Ivan told the wolf about the firebird. The wolf carried him to the garden where the firebird sat in a golden cage, but the wolf warned him to take the bird without touching the cage. Ivan took the bird but thought where he would keep the bird without a cage. As soon as he touched the cage, alarms rang and the guards caught him. The first king said he could spare Ivan now only if he presented the king with the horse with the golden mane. Elena and the Grey Wolf. Ivan told the wolf everything and was sorry that he did not obey the wolf's instructions. The wolf carried him to the stable where he could get the horse. But the wolf warned him not to touch the golden bridle hanging on the wall. Ivan took the horse out. All of a sudden, he saw the golden bridle and touched it. The alarms rang and he was captured. The second king told him that he would be spared only if he brought him Elena the Beautiful. Crying, Ivan left the palace and told the Grey Wolf everything. The wolf carried him to Elena's kingdom. Ivan took the princess and they headed back. On the way, Ivan and the princess fell in love with each other. The wolf held them by transforming himself into the princess. Ivan led him to the second king, who was delighted and thought that she was the real princess. Ivan was given the horse with the golden mane, and with the real princess he rode off. In the meantime, the wolf also escaped from the king. Ivan reaches home. The Grey Wolf reached Ivan and Elena. Now, the wolf transformed himself into a horse with a golden mane. Ivan took the horse to the first king. He was happy and threw a big feast. The king gave the firebird to Ivan. Ivan took Elena, the firebird, and the real golden maned horse and headed towards his own kingdom. They were still a distance away from the kingdom when they stopped to rest. The elder brothers, who were returning to the kingdom, stumbled upon Ivan and Elena. They killed Ivan and threatened Elena not to tell anything to her. Both the brothers brought Elena, the firebird, and the golden maned horse to the Tsar. The second brother received half the kingdom, and the eldest was to marry Elena. The grey wolf found Ivan and revived him. He took Ivan back home. The wedding feast had already started. Elena saw Ivan and rushed towards him. The truth was revealed. Ivan married Elena and they lived happily ever after.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.